Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, from the beginning of the human history to today, there is something keep coming with us, and it's all over the world, everywhere, every human being experience. That is what called problems. Everywhere you find it, and all the time people have this problems. So when it comes to problems, there are many problems come out of different subjects, situations, culture, traditions, so on. But when it comes to this, what what I mean by problems, it is our personal problems with the self-centered. I have this problem. When you remind something, when you take something as I have this problem, it's nothing to do mathematics or the science or the technology, environment, culture, history. No, personally, I have this problem. So that kind of problems everywhere all over the world. We all have that. So from where this come, why this happened to us, and how we can get out of this. So today we're going to focus to that. Because especially during this time period, with these pandemic situations, and we have to deal with ourselves. Look at 2600 years ago, almost 600 years ago, what the Buddha mentioned, Mano Pubbangama Dhamma Mano Setta Mano Maya. So you are the chief, you are the forerunner, your mind is the forerunner. You have your own responsibility. So you have to be your own master. Look, 2600 years ago, Buddha mentioned this. And today, in this 2020, and you experience that now yourself. And sometimes still we don't recognize that we have responsibility regarding ourselves. And we neglecting that, and then we go behind many things. And we prioritize in day-to-day life or different situations. And when you neglect yourself, what will happen? There are a lot of things that start to come towards you. And if you don't care yourself, what will happen? Something else start to overtake you. So you don't see it. And then the life becomes a struggle. So then, when it comes to problems, and mostly why these problems come to us and how this happening and what is happening when we have problems. So that is the first thing we have to recognize. When you have a problem, remember, it kill all your creativity. Remember that. It doesn't matter smaller problem, bigger problem or something like, when you interfere, when you involving with something as a problem, it destroy who you are. It destroy all the profitable skills. It destroy your all the capacity to become a better person. So then why you get into that kind of situation? Why you kill your creativity? Look, like when you are like a few years back, what kind of dreams that you had regarding your own life to to become, to do something. So what will happen to that kind of all the good things that you saw in life from the beginning? When the problems come, it start to suck all the energy from you, and then mentally you become so weak. Look at when you have a problem for just for a few days, what will happen to you? You become completely different person. And then what will happen to your physical condition? The all the immunity system and everything destroy, and the nerve system start to collapse, and then anything possible, you know, health wise. So because when you hold the problems, so then you have to know what are the dangerous things can happen when you have a problem. It is not fun. Remember, when you have a problem, having a question and having a problem, two different things. And the questions always you can find a answer, because mostly the question come when there is an answer. When there is no answer, there is no question going to come. It like the shadow and the light. It like the fire and the smoke. But the problem is not like that. Problems can come out of nothing. That's the dangerous part. So mostly, so now you see the dangerous part of the problem. What is that? Remember this. It kill all your creativity. It never going. There is no sympathy when the problem comes. Remember that. It doesn't matter smaller or bigger with yourself. So when a problem come, it destroy your all creativity. You can become from angels to demon right away when you have problems. So that is how. So ask from the people whoever in the prison. Whenever you have any moment to discuss with the somebody have done something, and from where it start, you see they all the people, the most of the people, when they start their life, they have all the good things, looking for good things. No one wish for, the pain, unnecessary trouble, and everybody have some kind of, dream to become a better person in life. But on the way, what happened to them? Even just, the homeless people or whoever difficult in, in the sometimes when you meet them wherever, in the marketplace or the park, just talk to them and ask how, what happened and what they see about the life. Sometimes I talk to them. I ask what you think about life. Sometimes beggars, I go and I ask, and they know sometimes more better things than the all the this bestseller books. So you have to know it has a power. Your problems has power to change who you are. It always going to change you to a lower place. Problems. So one is now it destroy your all creativity. It suck all your energy. You become weak. Another thing is it can it can take you from heaven to hell. Problems. So you should know these things. Write down. Write down and put wherever. in your bathroom or somewhere, when the place, wherever the place you sleep, you put it there, you see it, then you become very careful, because that's how I practice it. I understood it, and from that day, that's how I practice. I know when it is a problem, and I tell you what to do. So, but you should know these things. Otherwise, you don't care about even a very small little problem, because we cannot escape from it. It's going to be with us. Another thing is, the most of the problem, most the difficult problems come out of the people, not because of the weather, the heat, or the wind, or earthquake, or the tsunami. No, the most of the difficult, very, very difficult problems. The tsunami, it's okay. You can deal with tsunami. You can stay for few days, even this entire your, your house or the everything destroyed by the wind or earthquake. It's okay. You can get it back. You somehow you can get back to things. So even this pandemic situation, it's not going to be forever. Somehow you will come back with something later. But the most difficult problems come out of the people. So now you should know, you know. So one is it kill your creativity, and it suck all the energy and make you weak, and it has power to change you from one place to, and it can take you from heaven to hell. Another thing is it come out of the people. Most difficult things, most difficult problems come out of the people. The people, all over the people, and maybe in there are another planets. The people can be anywhere in the universe, who knows. But the most very difficult problems come the people, very whoever close to you, not the people you don't see, or somewhere in another country, in the middle of the Amazon. That's not them. The most of the difficult problem comes whoever close to you. So then the close people means you can be close to somebody that that but that mean it is not physically just close. You have close relationships, your husband, wife, partner, loved one, children, parents, brothers, sisters. Very close people bring the very difficult problems. So you write down if you can. So otherwise, listen this again and again. And so the most difficult problems come with the people very close to you. So then, one thing you cannot escape. You cannot escape. Even when problems comes, there are situations, most difficult problems come, you cannot get any help. You cannot get. See that when the earthquake happened, tsunami happened, this pandemic situation happened, sometimes you can ask help. Even you don't ask, somebody come and help in different ways. But how about when the very close relationships, when you have the very difficult problems come, even you cannot call 911. You cannot do that. You cannot tell to anybody. That is where it become more difficult. So this is the very nature of the problem. So you have to analyze. So that is the beauty of the vipassana. When you go to you just don't take it as you go to all the details, and you go one by you recognize it. So it come out of the very, very close people, especially the people that you love. giving you hard time. That's the very nature of life. So then remember, you know, if you cannot handle the situation, don't get into a relationships. Become like a monk. Be like us, you know. We stay away from them. Why? Because it is difficult. It is not easy. How I know? Because people, you have no idea. Sometimes, some days, you know, people, come here and or maybe call, and they keep telling, we learn from people. So nothing wrong with anything, but this is real situation in life. So then very close things bringing you hard times. So then in life, through culture, traditions, even ourselves, knowingly or not, we cannot stay away from relationships. Why? Because the human itself always go with the relationships. We are social beings. So we need relationships. So we need relationships, and at the same time it is dangerous. Why? Because in case if you come to the wrong person, what will happen? Your entire life going to change. What will happen? It kill all your creativity, and it destroy all your health. You become weaker, and then other thing is it can take you from heaven to hell, and then you cannot get the health. See, those are the things very dangerous. It is not fun. So then from there, that we how we can, you know go further and see what this is, how this kind of situations come to us, why it happened to us, why especially when it come to our loved ones, why these problems mostly come with from our loved ones, and why it is so hurt us. The very reason, remember this very carefully, and you can try it. You have to practice and try it. So today one of our friend came and he told me, oh yeah, I saw you teach meditation, and sometimes I watch. So I told him, what the point of watching? Don't watch, you have to practice. you know so it's like, we come to a point now, we Dhamma talk, we watch, meditation we watch. So this how life now. But remember, this anything is nothing to do, with just watching. To understand what this is, you have to practice. If you practice, you gain this. Just watching, this not going to work. So somehow, why this happen and what we have to do to get out of this. This is the technique you have to practice. When a situation come, the very nature of the problem, you become the center. You become the center. It is your choice. When you become the center, it's going to become a problem. And sometimes, generations to generation, from the culture, tradition, and family, other people put you to the center and you hold it. And you are responsible for this. You are responsible for this. So you come to the center. You as self idea. So the self become the center. when the self become the center, there are problems going to be with you. So whatever situation come with your husband, wife, children, parents, your partners, loved ones, brothers, sisters, neighbors. So mostly because of the very close people. Don't make a center yourself. Get out of, we, especially with the very little problems. Get out of the center. How you can get out of the center? You have to go to the papers. What does that mean? Look that why you have papers when you get married. It is something else. So you put the name on the paper and they're telling my husband, my wife, even the children and the papers. So don't get it to you. So go to the papers and see who you are according to the paper. Oh, you are the husband. So then get out of you and let the husband to deal. So then it become completely different. Try it. So that's why one time Buddha mentioned, you know, listen this very carefully and get it. One time Buddha mentioned, if somebody blamed to a monk, if somebody blamed to a monk, and Buddha means don't take it personally to yourself. And even somebody appreciate a monk, don't take it personally to yourself. They do it to the monkhood. It is not you. See that it itself release you. So when it come to you forget your husband, or you are a husband, or you are a wife, or you are a child, or you are the parents, or you are the brother and the sister, and you hold it personally. This is me, for me, it happened to me. And then it becomes more difficult for you to deal. But the very first step you have to take, don't create a center with the self. That is the technique you have to. So you have to think about it. You have to get into that and digest it little by little what this mean. Look yourself, because you to take personally, me. But when it come to husband or wife, you will see anywhere in the world, even in this universe, whatever the family life come, always husband wife is, family life is things always up and down. When it come to children and parents, the both side always go up and down, having hard times. But when you take you and you forget that universal nature. So, but when you give it to your husband, if you are the wife, if you give it to the wifehood, and your parenting, if your parentinghood for your children, your childhood, so then you become a part of the universal character. And right away, the you become free from the problem. And then you can deal. Then it is a different situation. Why? Because it is not you. You are get out of it. When you get out of it, you free. But when you make a center yourself, it always going to become very difficult. So the very first point you have to take, don't take anything personal. In this very life, from beginning to end, anywhere in life, remember, even the death, don't take it personal. Why? Because everybody die. So then how are you going to take it personal? Everybody die. Even you're going to die. Don't take it personal. Even you get sick, don't get it personal. Look, even in this pandemic situation, how many people? So why you take it personal? Don't make a center. If somebody blamed you, don't make a center. If somebody come and do something, don't make a center. That doesn't mean you should not deal with. No, the very first thing you have to, before you deal, get out of the center, and then the point of view that you gain going to change. Then you can deal with it. Then you can deal with it. But once you become the center, the way you're going to deal completely take you inside the problem and make it more difficult. But when you get out of the center and deal, it always take you to exit or the freedom. So, but when you become the center, it always take you to the inside the trap. So that is why you have to say, there are many stories that the Buddha himself and how he took out people from the center, like Kisa Gotami, her child died, and then she was looking for a physician to cure the child. And then what the Buddha said, go and find a master seed from the family that whoever not died. And then she went to the village, around the village, everywhere. And then she found out everyone died somewhere. So like that, there are many things that the very first thing, remember, to solution for a problem, becoming a center, don't look for solution. You will never find. Even the karma, the one of the way that you can get out of the karma is you don't make a center. So see, when it comes to samatha and vipassana, what is the nature of it? You go with you, and you're not settling down, especially when it comes to vipassana. You don't go with the past experience. You always go with the moment. You go with the moment. So then you're not settling down. And that is where you're not going to responsible for the karma. Because once you settle down, once you make a center, what will happen? Everything start to come around you. So that is a different part, but still it also very important to know. But remember yourself through the meditation, what it does, it take you out of the center. When you get out of the center, to which place you belong? No place. To which person to belong? Nobody. So when it come to you, it's you always create a center. But when it come to husband, wife, child, parent, you not belong to anybody. It is a universal character. So it is become more powerful than you think. So then you come to a higher position to deal with the situation rather than you making a center yourself. So remember, the solution to get out of the problem, not looking for something, the very first thing, even with the very little thing, don't take it personal and make a center yourself. Get out of the center, and then you will see different landscape. From there, you can go ahead. So there was a king, and he had a very beautiful elephant. So one day, the very first time, he used this elephant for a ride to go to the city. Very beautiful, 100% complete that elephant. So, and the people make this elephant so beautiful, decorate with the flowers and the colors. In Asian countries, the elephants, no? So the king also very young, healthy, good looking, handsome, and strong, powerful. And he liked to appreciate from people, appreciation. And somehow he get into the elephant and went to the city. Whole city, everybody came and gathered and start to look the elephant. And everybody start to tell, oh, this elephant, look, this elephant, so beautiful like that. And then the king was so jealous. And the king start to think this people neglect me and they forget me. Everybody start to look elephant. And he start to bother him. And and he went back to the palace and start to sleep. But the mind go like a roller coaster, and he was so disappointed, and he got so angry, and he thought, if I become like this, what will happen? What the point? I am the king, but everybody start to talk about the elephant. And he called the mahout next day and told, you have to kill this elephant. So the mahout was helpless because he cannot go against the king. Then the king going to kill him. But somehow what the mahout told, we have to take this elephant to the top of the mountain, and then from there we can throw the elephant down. And otherwise it is very difficult to kill, and otherwise it's not good, because this all the country people like this elephant. And then if you do this, so the people going to come against you. So then what the king did, and he decorated the elephant and had the right, went to the top of the mountain. And then now, and the mouth, and commanding to elephant, lift your right leg. And the elephant, you know and the king top of the elephant, because if the king come down, the elephant not going to move. So the king need to hold, stay top of the elephant. And now the mouth was so wise, and slowly, and he come closer to the elephant and whispered and told, this king is jealous about you. He going to kill you. Try to escape from this place. So by hearing that, what happened? The elephant threw the king and ran away. Ran away to the next kingdom, and then in front of that palace, and the elephant stand. So then the people heard this, that the king also heard that, the neighbor king. And then the king came, and he accepted the elephant. So, and after that, the entire the kingdom heard this and took out this jealous king out of the palace, and then hand over the kingdom to the next king, the neighbor king. So look, when you become center, jealousy, anger, hatred, everything can come. And even you are the king, the animal can destroy you. The animal can take you out of the position. And even you are the king. Look, because of the animal, when you are the center, things can go from hell to the heaven to hell. So remember that it is not a this or that, or it is not an important thing, or it is a minor or major. No, nothing. Even animal. See, you get out of you create a center out of the animal and thought, oh, look, everybody talk about the animal, not about me. See where that end. And then remember yourself. One time Buddha mentioned about this story. So remember yourself regarding anything. Don't create a center yourself. Just let things happen. Don't take it any personal. Don't take anything personal. How far you can go? No limits. Even the death. Don't take it personal. And that is where you find universal position for you. That is the freedom really. That will help you to gain the liberation. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava ittavata ca ammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya ඉදම්මේ පුඤ්ඤ කම්මං ආසවක්කයා වහං හෝතු සබ්බ දුක්ඛා පමුංචතු. Bless you.